Hi, lovelies. Okay, today we are going to talk about radio frequency. We're going to talk about some of the different temperatures that your radio frequency should be to achieve your goals. And we're also going to talk a little bit about the system that I use and do a little demonstration. So if you're interested in RF, interested in this machine, then hang out and I would love for you to subscribe and join our DIY beauty community. I'm loving my subscribers. I love speaking with you all. So thank you so much for commenting and asking questions. And I can't always answer them, but maybe someone else can. Okay, so let's get to this. Okay, so this is the radio frequency and cavitation slimming system. Cavitation, I have a hard time with that word, so that's why I have to keep looking at it to pronounce it. Okay, we'll go from smallest to largest. So first we're gonna talk about the tripolar wand. So this has 3 points, and this is basically for the face, the neck, and even the chest. Around the eyes is a little difficult. You want to make sure all 3 prongs are touching, but you don't want to be on your eyes very long anyways because they are sensitive. But this is definitely good for under eye bags or wrinkles and also lifting the eyebrow slightly.
I'm going to put it on mode A, and it's set already automatically for 30 minutes. I'm going to leave it like that, and then I'm going to turn the power to high. And then you hit start. So I'm kind of a little dried out already. So I know you want it to be really, really moist, like super watery. So I always keep a distilled water in a little squirt bottle. So now when you put it on mode A, that's what's going to keep the light on the whole time, which means the heat is on the whole time.
This is also very good for tightening the jawline and the turkey neck that you might have, and the, loose skin that we're all getting as we age. So this is really great for tightening all that on the neck. This also gets very, very hot. Now I have not tested the temperatures on my skin, but it gets very hot. It's so hot that if I even leave it for a second, like I spin it, I make sure I'm moving it constantly like this. And then if I stop that long, it's burning.
And it does, it gets awfully hot. Yes, we're gonna spend 5 minutes here. I think I spent, actually I think I spent 3 minutes over there. Yeah, it gets really, really hot, guys. So you don't always have to have it on that super off. You know what, I'm gonna stay there though, because I did it to this side.
And then if you don't have enough conductive gel, I made one out of hyaluronic acid powder, distilled water, a little glycerin, and a little bit of salt.
This is hyaluronic acid powder, glycerin, distilled water, and a little bit of salt in there. So what I'm gonna do is, since I'm gonna do my neck and my jawline first, I'm gonna put that on there. And I put the salt in it in order to make it conductive. So this is my conductive gel.
And then of course the hyaluronic acid is great to get into your skin, so using that is no problem. You can also use aloe vera gel and put a little salt in that, and it will also make for an okay conductive cream. I still think you probably should get one, with some good ingredients in it. So I'll link some of those below, and I'll link the hyaluronic powder below because sometimes that's pretty hard for people to get. So that's okay. So again, the tripolar is great for the face. I don't really do this over my lips because it always seems to sting, so I don't do that. But it's great for lifting the eye, the brow, the cheekbones, and the jaw, the neck, turkey neck, the waddle. Next, we have the multipolar wand. This one has 4 points and is just a little bit of a larger head. I use this on my legs a lot, all the way around the top of my legs. So my quads, my hamstring area, and my booty. And I use this to tighten that skin. It gets very, very hot also. Now, I've showed you both of the wands for the radio frequency. Now there's one function in the machine that goes to both of these wands, and it is the radio frequency function. But they do have 3 things listed. So if you want the tripolar, you would click that. If you want the multipolar, you click that. And then if you're doing the 4K, that cavitation. So here's just a close-up of what
the device looks like. You can change the mode from A, B, C, or D. You can see the light will go faster. The pulses are faster the higher the mode. You can also change the level, so that would be the heat level or intensity level on the RF, and you can adjust the time as well. It starts out at 30 minutes, but you can adjust it. There's a start, pause, and exit. Exit takes you back to the main screen.
So the function of radio frequency is basically just heat. You would take this on your legs if you were doing your leg. And I just kind of go from the bottom up, just spinning it in a circular motion from my knee up to my hip. I try to keep it in one same area, like basic area, until the skin is very hot, and then I'll move on. And it's pink. When it starts to get pink and hot, then I'll move on to another spot. But I do allow it to get pretty hot. But we all have our imperfections, so. Anyways, that's why we're here, right? Because we have imperfections. That's why you watch my channel, because you have imperfections that you want to fix, just like me. We're all in this together, because that's what my channel's all about, is doing procedures at home that don't take a whole lot of your time in your life, but there's something you can do to help yourself feel better and slow down all those things that gravity and time have done to us. So that's getting nice and pink. So the ideal temperature for just collagen induction is at least 122 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? For true collagen induction. Most machines measure in Celsius, I think, though, so that would be between 57 and 61 degrees Celsius. So the ideal for collagen is at least 50 degrees Celsius. So you can see that's going to help build the collagen, but it's not going to get rid of the fat. For skin tightening, it says you want to, a tighten of the skin and lift, you need to be between 40 and 50 degrees Celsius, so lower temperature, and between 104 and 122 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna put these up on the screen, so hopefully you can screenshot it. Next is for the liposculpting. That's gonna be when you are, it's getting at that fat. It's actually helping to diminish or dissolve those fat cells, heat them up and get them out. Between 65 and 70 degrees Celsius, and between 149 and 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, like I said, I haven't measured the heat measurements, but to me, it seems like it gets that hot. So that's it for the radio frequency side of this machine. Now you have the fat cavitation, the slimming system. So this is just flat, and it can even move the liquid that you put on there. It heats it up, but it doesn't feel hot. So it's really strange, or it's the vibration of the sound. And then that vibration heats, but it's such in minute bits, we can't feel it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, or a doctor, or an esthetician, or anyone registered or licensed to give you advice on any of this stuff. So just know that. And I want you to all be careful and do your homework, and don't just rely on what I say. Back to that dissolver thing. So this is called a 40K fat cavitation, okay? But the setting for 40K is not really the setting that you want, because in an office, they will do about 25K to 30K if you're trying to slim and remove the fat. It's a longer pulse, which allows it to go deeper. On the 40K, when it's up high, it's like bop, 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 bop. It's a faster pulse. For this one, in my mind, you want the longer pulse. I do that with RF too. There's these several different levels And I put it on the one that it's constantly hot, and I'll move it around. You can also put it on one that goes fast pulses, and that one's nice too because I don't want to lose fat. I don't want to go max hot. So I'm okay with that one. But on this, I want to go max. I want to go max. I want to get that fat. I want to get that cellulite. I hate cellulite. But sadly, if you have a big booty, you're going to have some cellulite. Sometimes it's just not fair. Life's just not fair. So this thing wants to go, you want it to go deep down in that fat. So you want those long, low, deep pulses. So get your mind out of the gutter. So here is the fat cavitation system. And as you can see here, I am just turning it on. I see that it is 3.1. It really does a lot of vibration. I'm not sure if that's because it's stronger at that level, but I like to put it at that level, 3.1. It does feel a little warm here at this point. It's not extremely hot at all, but warm. And when you put it in other areas, you'll see like some parts don't do anything. Some don't seem to do anything. It is still pulsing, but it's not doing anything to, it doesn't feel warm on my hand. So, and then there's the other point too, where you can put it at 38.6, I believe. And it actually starts really vibrating and moving that water. That's it. 38.5. And it feels warm on my hand, but not extremely hot. And that's where I like it, either 38.6 or 33.1. The other areas are maybe a deeper lower. I don't put it all the way up to 40 because, as I said, in office, they do like to do a 25 to 30K. And that is going to be, a little bit of a deeper pulse. So for me, I do it at the 33.1. Since this cavitation system cannot go lower than 30, I like the 33.1 mode. And you'll see as I go up and down through these modes and through these levels, you can see the different things that happen. I would suggest when you get your machine to just go ahead and go through the modes with a water or distilled water or some hyaluronic acid on it, like I'm doing here, so that you will know what is going to be best for you. And just test it out.
I might go too fast. I don't care about those limits, 'cause I want this to last.
Again, the 33.1 seems to get the hottest, and that's where I like to put it for mine. It's warm, it doesn't hurt my finger. It doesn't nearly get as hot as the RF. So even though it looks extremely hot because it's evaporating that water, it's really not that hot. I do it at sometimes in the day, like in the morning if nothing's going on, just wanted to have a late leisurely morning, I'll do it in the morning. I'll do it at night if I have time while I'm watching, whatever shows we watch, as long as I don't have to take it out to the living room, which I tend to do it like once a week now, both things, not on my face. That's typically once every other week. Most people, professionals included, and so this is just my opinion, most people say to go about a month between. because it can do damage. So I just don't do it very long. Also, again, the conductive gel, you don't want to use any oils. Oils can go down into your pores, you know, get you all broke out. Even if you do put oil on your skin, that's okay. But with this, it kind of penetrates it. And when you're using the fat cavitation, the slimming device, you're going to be able to hear it, like a tinging in your ear, like a tinnitus type of feeling. And it will be, you know, irritating kind of because you want to watch TV, but then you're like, you'll just have to get used to that. And you will. You'll get used to it. It'll be fine. Oh, you can see my microphone. I'm just trying to get the sound better because I'm in a bathroom and it's just the best lighting ever. I can't sacrifice the lighting, I don't think. I think I have to stick with the lighting. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking of moving into a different office, but we'll see. For right now, this is where I'm at. I'm hoping that the sound's better for you. No one said anything to me about the sound. I've actually complimented the music most of the time, but I do know there's a couple, I don't know, like they're like, the music's like 80s porn or something. So I don't know, but that's only a couple. It's only a couple, you know, watch them, check them out. See if you can figure out which ones I'm talking about, because the one is straight. I was like, I got done and I was like, okay, so I put this on, I upload it, and I'm like, oh, what am I, you know, I'm jamming to it because I know what I intended it to sound like. And so I'm thinking, oh, beachy reggae, you know, like, yeah, this is my jam, like when I'm on the beach. And then when I'm listening to it back from the YouTube channel, I was like, wow, that's 80s porn. So I apologize for that one. Hopefully I don't make the same mistake. Also, my hair is looking 80s. What's happening with me? I look like I've got the Cobra wing going on. Well, I kind of like it though. I kind of like it. I don't know. You know, because why? I don't know, because I'm a 90s girl and I remember that. I don't know. Whatever. I'm 40. I'm going to be 40. I can't help it if things age me. You know, I mean, you just can't help everything. You're going to age. It's okay. It's good. You've had 40 good years on this earth and you still look like you could have 40 more and look the same. That's good. That's good news. So, or you're 40 and you have the best life ever. You're happy. You're comfortable. You love your spouse. They love you. But you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, but I'm a little overweight. Oh my, so what? So what? So what if you're a little overweight? Are you happy? Then be happy. You look beautiful. Are you loving it? Do you love it? Are you happy? Okay. Then be happy. And love yourself. Well, I'm down off my soapbox. That's my rant for the day. Okay, so anywho, I thank you so much for watching. If you got this far, that's amazing. You really need to give it a like, even if you didn't really like it, because you made it this far. Something kept you. So, you know, at least give it that much appreciation. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see you next time.